time.
Orlando, Florida. It's time to celebrate 25 years of spandex action.
That is not spandex.
It's Ranger Stop 2018. Join us for 3 days of more phenomenal fun. Check out the dealer's room, including a live demo of the upcoming Heroes of the Grid board game from Renegade Studios. Save the dance floor with the Heroes vs. Villains Ultimate Showdown Party. See amazing panels from fans and guests alike. And of course, meet your favorite Rangers in person. Here's this year's guest lineup: Austin St. John, Walter Emmanuel Jones, Audrey Dubois, Steve Cardenas, Karen Ashley, David Fielding, Mike Olaski, Romy J. Scharf, Sandy Selner, Peter Marie Rickson, Catherine Sutherland, Barbara Goodson, Nikia Baris, Christopher Kamen Lee, Selwyn Ward, Tracy Lynn Cruz, Patrick David, Sean C.W. Johnson, Michael Copon, Jessica Ray, Anne Marie Crouch, Lee Ming Hu, Mike Ginn, Andrew Gray, John Mark Loudermilk, Azim Risk, Sierra Hanna, Christina Masterson, Cameron Jebo, Brennan Mejia, Yoshi Sidarso, Peter Sidarso, and for the first time ever, 2 actors from the Japanese Super Sentai, Yuta Mochizuki and Reiko Chiba. So join us for Ranger Stop 2018, taking place at the Holiday Inn Suites across from Universal Studios, November 9th through 11th. Head to rangerstop.com for more information and to purchase your passes. 25 years later, it's still morphin' time.
Superhero time starts now.
This is Ari Boylan, and you're listening to the Ranger Recap.
And welcome back to the Ranger Recap, the only Power Rangers podcast to ask the question, what's worse than a centipede with athlete's foot?
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
What? It's, you know the monster of the week, it makes sense.
Well, I haven't seen the episode yet, so now no, I don't.
We're so professional, aren't we? We're so professional.
Professionalism, we're swimming in it.
Also, if you didn't know the answer, it's a giraffe with sore throat. Seriously. A 5-year-old knows the answer to that.
All I'm going to say is that monster of the week better get tough acting to Nacton, I'll tell you.
Yep.
Okay, there.
Anyway, let's get the introductions out of the way. I'm Easy Rider. That guy who didn't watch the episode in advance is the Shades, and that guy over there is Matty Jay.
Wow, twist the knife light, oh yeah.
To be fair,
you said it, not me.
Either.
You said it, not me.
Yeah. To be fair, Easy, I haven't watched the episode either, to be fair. Wow. A freaking thing corrupted on my phone.
Hey, you guys get on my case for getting here late.
I don't get on your case for getting here late. You're almost always on time. You get here fashionably on time. You get here at the last minute, but you're still on time. I'm not bitching.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I will say nothing and ask to move on.
Also, Adek,
put your motherfucking head back down, dummy.
Stay out of it, man. Anyway, we do have some news to go over here. Only one story to talk about, and it's actually involving someone we've talked about here in the past, here on the recap, but for a very different reason. I'm sure most of you know this story. A lot of you probably have heard this by now, but we wanted to give you the full story and an update to it for something you might not have heard. And that is, of course, revolving Daryl, a.k.a. the Grandmaster Ranger.
So, for the few of you who have not heard the news, a few days ago, word got out that apparently Daryl had gone missing. He had been getting very depressed and possibly even suicidal, and then out of nowhere, he was seen leaving his home, and nobody knew where he went. And so word got out on social media, and everyone was freaking out, you know, and I'll say this right now. Yes, the accusations against him were pretty bad. We don't exactly favor that, but this is certainly not the way to go about redeeming that. So, if not for tonight's update, we would be saying we hope for his safe return. Thankfully, we do not have to worry about that because just a couple hours ago, word has spoken that yes, Daryl has been located. He is safe and sound. He's in a hospital as we speak, getting checked out, but he is doing okay. Which, again, I say thank the Seven Toku deities for that. We certainly do not want to see any harm come to the guy. And I notice you guys are being very quiet about this one.
I've got nothing to add. I mean, I've only talked to Daryl a couple times. Like, I've tried to chat with him before, but he's kind of brushed me off, give me the cold shoulder. I don't know why. I don't know if he's got something against me or something, but I have no hatred towards the man. Got no bias. Actually, Matty's talked to him more than I have, so Matty would probably have more to say than I do. But I respect the man. I respect what he's done for the fandom, for the community. And maybe he did something bad, maybe he didn't, but it's not my place. It's not my place to be another man's judge and jury. But Daryl, I wish you the best.
Yeah.
Speedy recovery. You said pretty much everything that needed to be said there. We've said things in the past about the situation. We've had our opinions spoken out. But the last thing we want to do is wish harm on anybody. And thankfully, that's not the case here.
Exactly. Agreed, yeah. And if he did do what he's been accused of, then I hope he redeems himself. I certainly do not want him to be completely destroyed by it. I want him a chance to make up for it and be a better man for it. So, and that's what I hope happens here. Is he gets the help he needs and he becomes a better person. Also, Edek, I have one question for you. What about the Legacy Wars mini-movie?
Fuck, you beat me to it.
Now, you know my pain now! How many times have you done that to me?
You know what? To be fair, third.
We were all thinking it.
So, Matty, how does it feel to be the bronze metal? like everyone I know, love is dead.
That we were talking about this before the show, and all three of us agreed we didn't give a flying fuck about that thing. We were not even gonna.
Yeah, like did I watch it? Yeah. Did I care for it? Not really. It was a thing. It happened.
I'd say I didn't watch it. I'd mostly say I skimmed it.
Yeah.
Because, not gonna lie, you see a Power Rangers, something Power Rangers related from Bat in the Sun. You've seen one, you've seen them all.
Pretty much.
I mean, it's good production value if nothing else, but that's about it.
Agreed.
I mean, it's not like, you know, it's gonna be a short film. There's no way they're gonna tell an epic story out of that. It's just gonna be a bunch of fight scenes. Like, if we get enough of that from the main series. We don't need that here. We don't need that on web videos.
Pretty much. Yeah. Also, apparently Megaforce Yellow can throw Hadoukens now. Not even going to try and attempt to figure that out. Not even going to swing at that one.
No.
Not gonna.
Yeah.
And Evan Argale, what about that Rio Ranger suit?
Yeah, what about it? I'm sorry,
we already saw it.
There's only one Rio Ranger in our world, and his name is Rio. Seriously, what was the logic? What was the logic of not using that suit?
Could they not get the okay from Toei?
Anyway, that's enough of our bitching about that particular thing. Actually, we got to tone out the comedy. I believe you want to say something about something there.
Yeah,
John?
I did want to bring up something. It's non-Ranger related, but it's something personal, and it's already out in the. It's already been posted on my Twitter, even though maybe some of you didn't see it because it was a reply to voice actress Tara Strong and a thing she's been doing. But I wanted to get this out there, let you guys know what's been going on lately, because on a personal level, things have been kind of scary for us the last couple days. A couple days ago, my daughter Jaina had a serious bout of depression. She's been getting bullied the last couple years, and recently one of her teachers started some serious bullshit that is getting investigated by the school, because a couple days ago my daughter told one of her counselors she was talking about killing herself. Gave us all quite the scare, and she has since been Baker acted. Basically, for those who don't know,
basically, it's a law, at least in Florida, that if something like this happens, well, I can let you explain. Sorry,
yeah, it's actually I think it's a countrywide thing that basically, if it's determined by the state that you are mentally in danger of harming yourself or someone else, that you will be placed in a mental hospital for a period of 72 hours to be analyzed and getting the help you need, and then they'll determine whether or not you'll be safe to return to normal life. And that is exactly what's going on with my daughter right now. She's in a facility out in Tampa. She's getting help. She is doing better. I'm going to say that right now. We talked to her today. She's doing 100 times better than she was yesterday. So she is getting the help she needs, and it's, but it was quite the scare for us. So, but we waited until now to say anything publicly because it was something we weren't sure what was happening at that point. But at this point, things are doing better. No need to worry.
If for nothing else, the lesson here with the two big news stories, I guess we could say, talk about it.
That's the big one. I think between this and the situation with Daryl, I think it all comes down to the same moral. If you or someone you know is at that point where you feel like that you are going to hurt yourself, let someone know. Tell somebody. It takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of courage, but tell somebody, because that is a very, very hard thing to deal with, and it is not something you can do alone. So tell somebody. They will get you the help you need. Don't think that you're alone. There are so many people out there who are dealing with the same exact bullshit, and it is something that you desperately need to let someone know about. Do not stay quiet.
For the record, Cure Crystal, you didn't come in at a bad time. We're just
we're having our Lance Storm moment.
There's a theme with the news this week. That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, theme of the news, because it's very much related to what happened with Daryl. But yeah, this was, but that goes to any one of you. If any one of you feel like you need help, let someone know, whether it be one of us, or let a friend or family member know. Let somebody know. And one good thing that's gonna come out of this is, I put this out on Twitter because Tara Strong, the voice actress for characters like Raven, Timmy Turner, and Twilight Sparkle, put out a post asking to talk about bullying stories. I posted both mine and her and Jaina's story, and Tara has responded showing much. I've asked to see if she can make a video message for Jaina, but I have not heard anything back yet since Terrible's asking. I have not heard back from her yet whether or not she'd be willing to do that. But at the very least, I can at least show Jaina that Twilight Sparkle it wants you to get better. So she'll probably be happy enough just to see that. A little bit of light at the end of the tunnel there.
Well, now we can all cheer up. We're about to watch an episode of Super Ninja Steel. Oh.
Thank you, Easy. Thank you for bringing us back to reality. I love it.
Easy. What will we do without you?
To channel my mentor and my role model, Joe Bob Briggs here. This is an interesting episode. It's about fixing cars and a centipede monster and ninjas. Sure, we've seen that story before, but have we seen it with the Ninja Steel Rangers? I think not. Also, on another positive note, Shades' little Ranger Stop intro, for those of you who get here on time and watching in advance, has been getting a lot of love. We need to bring that up, too.
Yeah.
Shameless plug.
Oh, no, absolutely. I want to share this. Yeah. I posted the Ranger Stop ad on the Ranger Stop Facebook page, and it blew the fuck up with more than a dozen shares, comments all around, likes from several guests, and you might, if you listen earlier, you might have noticed some of the names got repronounced, because I found out from a couple of our Alpha 5s that I kind of mispronounced their names a little bit. Because I had it as Rami J. Sharf and Peta Marie Rickson. Well, it turns out it's actually Romy J. Sharf and Peta Marie Rickson. So, thankfully, they were cool about it, and I made it clear in the post that I figured I got some names wrong. But they were cool about it, and I fixed it up for them. But I got likes from stuff like Patrick David liked it, and the biggest one for me, Yuta Mochizuki liked one of the shares, which made my fucking day.
Oh, Yuta's a sweetheart. He shares a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So I was a happy Shades, and just to everyone to anyone at Ranger Stop who sees this stream, which by some miracle, if anyone's from Ranger Stop watching this, shout out to everyone in the Ranger Stop community for spreading the word and spreading my ad around. It really made my day to see how much love that was getting. Really felt good that day. I needed that. And by the way, Easy, thank you for letting me share that, because I needed to pick myself back up after a minute ago.
There you go. Yep. Come to Ranger Stop. Our lines aren't 4 fucking hours long, right, Matty?
Hey!
Too sweet, me bro.
There.
Wait for you as well.
And there's your MorphCon 2018 roast joke right there. That running gag will never die for another 2 years.
We're never letting that go.
Nope.
No, sir.
Just pouring that salt on it, as Riley puts in the chat.
I'm gonna be salty, goddammit. If I'm losing my ass at Ranger Stop, why the fuck I'm gonna have some fucking fun.
Amen to that.
At least we're getting our press passes this time, and not a little piece of blue tape. Seriously though, shout out to Pink Assassin for that. Love you.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
We lucked out there.
And to all of you guys coming to Ranger Stop, don't forget, we will have a panel. We have a panel planned. We will not be the TMV contest. We're gonna be doing a Tokyo Rifts panel this year.
Yep. Hopefully more than 2 people will stay this time.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be nice. Well, we got a better time slot. The first time we tried this, it was literally like near the end of the con when everyone was getting their last autographs and getting out of Dodge. So I think we'll be in a lot better position.
Yep. But until then, let's deal with the car trouble.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Indeed. Let's do this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you have your episode loaded up from whatever legal resources available to you. Let's get this party started. Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel, episode 16, Car Trouble, as Easy so elegantly put it. In 3, 2, 1, play.
Evan Hunter Gale, no promises. He wants me to get Yuta Mochizuki to do his Kamen Rider J pose. Again, no promises.
No promises, but I'll tell you, I'm attending that panel.
Indeed. I'm excited to see if he remembers me from Morphicon.
Ooh, that'd be something.
Yeah. Yep. I can just imagine you guys doing the Archer joke if that happens. Oh, good God, I forgot about
this. Good Lord. Whoa, okay.
There's your context right there. Get out of my dreams and into my car. Or in this case, get out of my car and into my dreams.
Here in my car, I feel safe as... Oh, God, I'm being zapped up!
I thought Barbie's dream car was pink, not bright blue or metallic blue.
And now David Letterman with the weather.
Oh, good.
A rickshaw? Really? A rickshaw?
You know what? At least he's doing something productive.
It is.
Was Victor born without depth perception? That would explain everything.
Yeah. Also, wait a minute. What?
Well, now he's a dead ringer for Carrot Top.
Oh, God. Do you really want to be compared to that freak?
Yes.
Well, they're about on the same level in the funny department.
Fair enough.
Oh, that's it.
I think Kelson Henderson's going to sue for likeness infringement.
No kidding.
Why do I get... God damn it, why do I know too many things?
What the fuck did I just watch?
And Lady K just happened to walk by and see that. Victor Money here, dear.
What did you just watch? What did you just watch? Filler between SpongeBob episodes, that's what.
Why do we get deja vu? Why do I get it? Oh, I know why. Because I remember this is the same gimmick they did on a soap opera. Anyone know the guiding like episode of She's a Marvel?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, Marvel Comics and Guiding Light.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Also,
superhero with electricity powers.
Guys, you're gonna laugh at this. I think that brief few seconds that she saw, Lady K is officially broken.
Fuck this series.
Well, that didn't take long.
Join the club.
Join the club.
Also, I would have made a Yahoo Serious joke, but none of you would have gotten it.
Oh. And no, Riley, I don't watch soap operas anymore.
Hey, nothing wrong with it. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Riverdale counts as a soap opera, Riley. Think about that. By the way, I still need to get caught up on that. Jeff Gordon?
Holy Joe Gordon. Uh-huh.
Oh. Actually, he kind of looks like Zachary Levi. He looks like Chuck.
Ooh, yeah.
Can't wait to see it in Shazam. Wow, usually you have to go to job interviews and dress up in a suit and tie to get a job.
And I'm pretty sure for car mechanics, you kind of have to go to like professional training and get licensed for that.
Background checks, drug tests.
Yeah, you don't just get handed a job like that.
Also, is he even 18? Pretty sure you got to be 18 to work in an auto shop.
Anybody got the number of that bitch? 18. Thank you.
Wait, what?
Hey,
Whoa.
Hi,
You better be at least 16, because I'm pretty sure you have to be at least 16 before you can drop out of school.
Wow, this is your dream to be a pro mechanic? This is the first we're hearing about this, because you've had little to no character development.
Right?
Well, better late than never, I guess. Also, you have to be old enough to drop out. Okay, quitter. Here's your latte. Quitter.
Here's your double mocha frappuccino, extra Red Bull.
Ow!
Whoa, an actual kiss in Power Rangers?
What madness is this?
I forgot what that looked like.
And just like that, 10 soccer moms just went to the FCC for some dumb fucking reason.
A bunch of alt-right Republicans crying bullshit for an interracial kiss.
And that's coming from a Republican, ladies and gentlemen. Bear that in mind.
Yes.
He's one of the good ones.
That's okay. I'm like Dirty Harry. I hate everyone equally.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you're about as much of a mechanic as Jason Statham was in that god-awful Mechanic remake.
You're about as much of a mechanic as Yep. There's a few jokes in there I can make.
Now, is he a mechanic or a delivery boy? Because he dresses the exact same.
Oh my God! I'm noticing the detail. And he's got his name on the shirt too.
Already?
Pretty sure you need trainee on that.
Yeah, you need a trainee name tag. I didn't even get that. I didn't even get my badge at Kroger until like 2 years later.
Yeah, right?
Then again, I don't even wear my name tag anymore because I work the graveyard shift. No one even sees it. Pretty sure you can't get your work clothes tattered. That comes out of your paycheck.
Well, at the very least, he's not abandoning his ninja training for this job, so he's not a complete dick about it.
True. You got any ID, kid? Yeah, about what? Wow, no one remembers that? Ouch. Also, this guy looks very familiar.
I'm willing. Oh. Well,
okay. Yep. Okay, I'm just waiting for the inevitable emails telling us who he is.
Yeah, you know, someone in the chat's about to bring it up.
Okay, why is he only targeting blue vehicles? Has he got a fetish or something?
You noticed that too, right?
Well, at least he won't attack the little red Corvette.
Oh, you want some of the energy? Shh! Don't tell him Teslas exist.
Oh God, he could live off that for a millennium.
Oh, good Lord! I could see it now. I see the scene now. Guy in the car. Choke on it.
Choke on it.
Choke on it.
Hey, you can charge my iPhone with that blast. Thanks.
Oh no! Oh.
Oh.
Tailspin.
Yep.
Gotta give Calvin
Seen
credit.
a
He's on his
ponytail
own.
that. Haven't seen a ponytail do that much damage since Steven Seagal circa 1991.
Whoa, wait! We're pulling out the Lion Fire sword now. He's not even grown yet.
I don't even. What? Wow! Back on a monster that hasn't even grown yet. Wow!
That, ladies and gentlemen, is the not fucking around button.
That's called violation of Zordon rule number 2.
Yeah. And it damaged the Lion's Lord with a blast, and it's not even grown yet. Wow! You guys are the Grand Central Station of sucking.
And ladies and gentlemen, oh, we're not going back to the high school yet. Oh, okay.
Oh, getting cocky there, you son of a bitch.
Joe's Body Shop, can we, sir?
All right. The battery is hooked up to the wristwatch. Oh, crap.
Woo! It's rare to see the inside of a Zord like this. I'll give him that.
You see, have we been here before? Have we been here before?
Makes more of a ninja than the ninjas.
Goddamn.
Right?
He is.
Mick.
Oh, jeez.
Good old Mick, the red-green of Power Rangers. Just put a little duct tape.
And remember, Cal, if they don't find you handsome, at least they'll find you handy.
Well, he's got a girlfriend, so he doesn't have to worry about that.
Oh, and here comes the moral.
Space high school, right?
Right?
Is that a lightsaber? That's a samurai sword with a Gokaiger keyhole on it.
Oh
What
my
the fuck?
God.
Here comes the rage.
Wow!
Ladies and gentlemen, the Neo Saban era in a prop right there.
I can't wait to hear Zeltrax.
Double O Sven, really?
Joe Bob!
Yeah. Where's my Joe Bob button? I know I've got it in here somewhere. Where's my damn Joe? I can never keep track of my buttons when I've got them.
Wow, Malfoy grew up fast.
I know, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
Shouldn't you be helping the Flash? A young Concito helps out Victor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God
You know
damn
what?
it.
You know... Go ahead, Matty.
Okay,
you're not gonna...
all good intentions.
Somewhere, Jim Varney rises from the grave, gives Victor and Monty the middle finger, and went back to comedy heaven because you just ripped off Ernest P. Worrell.
Yeah.
If that scene wasn't lifted from Ernest Goes to Jail, I'm Johnny Cash.
Also,
I'm going to pretend you did not say that.
By the way, how's
Joe
it
Bob.
feel?
Yeah, I think the chat's calling for the LC button. After watching that scene, I'm inclined to agree.
I don't think I have that
Oh,
one.
wow.
All right, you know what?
You don't? I don't think you do.
I have it. I just don't have it set up. Oh, no, wait, no, I do. I do have that button set up.
Fuck! That'll work.
That'll work. Oh, here's an idea. How about you send Redbot to fix the goddamn mech?
Yeah.
They cut the power.
That's what he's been doing, the putting around.
Yeah, he's literally done nothing. Also, yeah, they cut the power. What do you mean they cut the power? Oh, game over, man. Game over. Brody needs to go to one-liner university.
No kidding.
He needs to go to remedial class. Talk to the Professor Arnold Schwarzenegger. No. Remedial class with Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Yep. Yoink.
Oh,
wow! Someone actually attacked the collectible gimmick before they could use it. That's got to be a first.
No kidding.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is goaltending and defense.
No. Because didn't a monster in the previous half of Ninja Steel, didn't he take their Ninja Stars when they went to transform?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Wow. The Galaxy Warriors are smarter than the villains in Ninja. That hurts to say.
Yeah.
By your powers combined, I am making it rain.
Making it rain.
Protect the environment. I'll turn you into a fucking tree. Captain Planet, motherfuckers.
Yeah, make it rain gold stuff. Randy Orton?
Oh, hello.
Oh, now we're talking.
Hey!
Brody, you're lapping leftovers in the "I'm on fire" bit. Stop it.
You don't want to do that. No.
Stop with the epic.
No, yell again, though, the armor. No, magic, Mr. Slam.
KO! I win. Perfect.
Slam that fucker down to the ground. Ooh, yeah.
Keith.
Hey, you ain't bother to pick up your goddamn star!
Yeah, I stand by my Keith. Yeah, I call for the Keith button.
Get out!
And I'm gonna
may I add an Eli Drake dummy button on that, please?
Yeah. Brody, you are officially a dummy.
Dummy, yeah.
Yeah. Ah, damn it. Let's see how long it takes for that to come back and backfire on his ass.
Yeah. Full power is the power of Thor. Pretty sure that's going to bite you in the ass in about 2 minutes.
Pretty much. What did you expect? He's a fucking centipede!
Well, it's better that than a... No. Not gonna say it.
No.
Is it just me, or is Easy a little unusually quiet? There we go.
And here comes the moment where Victor's going to lose all of his electricity.
You know what?
And if it was anybody else,
By the way, I think it cut out there easy for a second. Oh, no, no.
Yep, so that. What? Someone pick up the phone because I just
called it.
I think a 3-year-old saw that coming.
Zed's like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Oh, my
God. Bum. Womp.
Is this the point where I'm supposed to feel sorry for them? Because all I feel is gassy.
Yeah, same here.
Sue me for wanting to graduate, go to college, and get my engineer's degree instead of working for tips for the rest of my life. Seriously, you think you can live on a grease monkey salary?
Not
You
really.
can't. My dad couldn't. Yeah, Joe's Towing, known for working on spaceships and airplanes. He's in the yellow pages. No pain, no gain. This isn't exercise. This isn't a gym, kid. This is your education here. Shouldn't you say something like a mind is a terrible thing to waste? Hell, it's topical.
All right.
You know what? This is one of those situations where the boss is like, okay, that's fair enough. Doors open when you want to come back. That's a positive thing.
Hey, at least you got a job waiting for you. Hell, that's a summer job right there.
How doomed? Because the regular doom there, Matamodius, wasn't exactly extra strength, if you will.
No kidding.
Oh my God. We didn't end on a Victor and Monty skit. Holly freaking Luya.
Holy shit sticks!
Actually ending on a cliffhanger in Power Rangers? What trickery is this?
No. That is a thing that happened. And again, this is one of those, I'm not mad at this.
You know, this episode wasn't that bad.
No, this was fine.
It had a good lesson.
A good lesson, and Victor and Monty's BS actually helped the city.
Yeah, that I will definitely give credit for. They gave Victor and Monty
Victor's BS. Like,
although part of me is deep down wishing that Victor's powers had left him just before he touched that fuse box or whatever it's called, just so he could have gotten fried.
Oh,
I wanted one thing today. What about killing the monster of the week? Would you believe me if I said this was more important? I'd be shocked otherwise. No pun intended.
Yeah. You know what? I'm fine with that.
Yep.
But
stay in school, kids. How else are you going to get a dead-end job?
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, there is a topic that I want to bring up with this, and I'm actually trying to look what I found, because someone posted on the Power Rangers subreddit recently that I think really says a lot about one of the biggest problems here with Ninja Steel in general. Has anyone noticed the lessons that this show has been trying to teach have been, well, kind of childish?
You noticed that, huh?
A little bit. I mean, to be fair, this is a kid's show, but even then,
even in the Mighty Morphin days, they had childish lessons, but they were just taught more methodically.
Exactly. That's kind of what I'm getting at here. Let me see if did I save this one? I might have.
No. Also, I think you just gave kids it's an idea. I'm going to be like the Yellow Ranger and drop out of school when I'm old enough. Or not when I'm old enough. Apparently you can drop out when you're 16. No, you can't. Seriously, I knew a guy in high school he literally went through the motions till he was old enough to drop out. Then he worked in the sawmill for the rest of his days.
Yeah, I mean, like, think of the last few episodes we've had here, like, you know, with Sheriff Skyfire and a couple other episodes where the lesson just kind of seems like not just childish, but also a level of conformity.
Yeah.
You know? It just...
Yeah, well,
you know, look
let's all be good little automaton droids and follow the rules. Don't step out of line, kids.
Yeah. Like, that's the thing. Like, think back to Sheriff Skyfire. What was the lesson there? Was, always listen to what security tells you to do. Even if you're in the right.
Mm-hmm. And don't abuse your power, Victor.
Exactly. Like, there's a lot of that going around in these shows, and I think that's kind of why I've been bothered by this recently. Like, even when the episodes are good, there's just that nagging feeling in the back of my brain that I'm seeing shit like that more and more, and it's kind of bugging me.
Yeah. I mean, you can teach a valuable lesson, but there are better ways to going about it.
Yeah. Ugh. Unfortunately, I can't find the original post I found. I think it either got deleted or buried.
Yeah. I sense there's a divide in the fandom with this episode, though.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if the bulk of the emails we got, I don't know if they're going to praise it or lambast it, but it's going to be interesting to see. But again, this has been another episode of #Victor and Monty technically did nothing wrong.
No.
Yeah.
They did not. It's not Victor and Monty that's the problem with this episode. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
I don't think that the problem is we couldn't find a true big fat problem.
In fact,
if there was, it was,
In fact, this episode keeps doing a problem that's been bugging me this whole season. They keep introducing these interesting characters and then do nothing with them. Hell, I want to know what that guy in the black suit was all about. What was his deal? And why was he hanging around a high school? I'm pretty sure that's a crimson flag.
Yeah.
A guy in a black suit, shades, black gloves. Pretty sure he tried to lead kids to his van. Says, "I have candy."
Yeah. Pretty much. I'm pretty sure something like that. In the right context, ladies and gentlemen, that's grounds for kidnapping.
Yeah, that's they got there's a reason that they don't allow strangers near the high school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the biggest problem with this episode is the same I've been having with a lot. The moral just seems kind of off to me. Other than that, everything else kind of... Well, okay, there was the fact that, God damn it, Brody, for dropping the fusion star. What the fuck? And not going back for it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna come right out and say it. Brody sucks as a Red Ranger.
He has lost his cred.
I am seriously trying to think of one redeeming quality of Brody, but other than the screw up in this episode, all I can think is I lost my dad and I got stranded in space. Wah wah wah. You could have turned him into an awesome Star-Lord type character, but you pissed that away. Other than that, I can't find one redeeming factor. It's like, oh, I lost my brother, but I found him again. It's like Ryan Steele had more character development and more likability than this guy. And their stories are practically linear, or parallel, I should say.
Yeah, parallel.
Yeah.
And here's a good question. Where in the hell is Daddy Dearest?
You don't love how these dads just disappear.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brody's dad is the new Robo Knight. Tell me I'm wrong.
Oh my God.
That's okay. He's just chilling at Starbucks with Tyler Steele and Tyler's dad.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But it's the sad part that Tyler's dad was at least more involved after the series, after he showed up. He was still there every once in a blue moon.
Sayla, honey, I'm gonna have to disagree. He is kind of, you know what? I gotta pull a John Cena here. He's not leftovers. He's like leftovers if leftovers ate leftovers. He's leftovers because he just swapped out "I'm on fire" to "That's epic."
Yeah, he's slowly morphed into leftovers.
Yeah, just a blander, less appealing. Well, not to say leftovers
Like,
appeal.
there's the thing. I'm like, I watched some of the episodes of the first. He didn't say epic all the time until Super Ninja Steel.
Yeah. He keeps trying to shoehorn that in.
It's this. We've been having the same problem with every series since Megaforce. Is that, or yeah, even with Megaforce, it's just like, no, every series has had the same problems in the Neo Saban era. First half, not great, but has potential to it. Second half just falls right the fuck apart.
It's a mess.
It's like first half, so far so good. Second half, shit show.
Yeah, this keeps happening.
Seriously, they keep shitting. I'm like, are you sure this is not the Ottawa Senators right now?
You know what? And I'm going to answer a question.
Seriously.
I'm going to answer Solar Star's question. Bland Ranger or Red Senshi that's obnoxious? Honestly, and I cannot believe I'm saying this, I'd rather have obnoxious because at least that's riffable.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm missing Dumb Luck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I miss Dumb Luck.
I was going to say the same damn thing.
So yeah. He's not Mac.
I'll do you one better.
He's getting close.
I'll do you one better. Compared to Brody, at this point, I'm missing Leftovers. Because here's why. At least with Leftovers, yeah, he was obnoxious. He was annoying as fuck. Probably one of the worst Red Senshis in the franchise. But at least he was fucking trying.
That's true.
This is just insane. There's nothing. Brody has nothing. And it's not the actor's fault. He's doing his best, but he's just given such shit to work with. Nobody could pull this off.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but everyone gets on Nick's case from Mystic Force because it's all about the Nick show. Well, you know what? At least that show had focus on the Red Ranger. So you know what? Yeah. You know what? You guys don't get to bitch about Nick from Mystic Force anymore because he's had better development in 32 episodes than Brody has had in how many episodes we're up to now?
16 plus
16 plus the 20 episodes from this. Yeah, it's 36 plus episodes. There you go.
38 include the holiday specials.
There you go.
This is why we blame Becca Barnes and Owen Dale. And to some extent Chip, unfortunately, because the three of them, Chip does his best, but Becca and Owen just cannot do this. They can't handle this shit. They keep fucking it up.
Also, 37 episodes in, and we just now finally learned something about Calvin.
Yeah. I'm gonna shift some of that blame over to Haim Saban too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
while we're at it.
Oh, I agree. But they took their sweet ass time developing some of these characters. It's just like first it took for them forever for Haley to get an episode, and then Calvin finally gets one. I'm like, wow, took your sweet ass time.
Yeah. Past series that most of these Rangers would have had at least 2 character development episodes minimum.
Yeah. It's a good lesson. It's just too little too late.
Hasbro, I know it's going to take 2 seasons. I'm almost certain Beast Morphers is going to flop because it's the same writing team, so it's going to have all the same problems unless you are actually going to step in there and whip those 3 into shape. But once Beast Morphers is over, get some new people in there for fuck's sake.
I think Chip can still stay on as a consultant or a producer or something like that, but no more writing. I mean, I've been screaming this for I don't know how many years, but can we please get I can't remember his name anymore. Jungle Fury Red. Casey.
Jason Smith.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. Yeah, Jason Smith. Can we please get him to write some episodes? Because he actually did some decent writing. I may not have liked him in Jungle Fury, but the man can write a decent episode. And he knows about the Sentai. He gets the Sentai. You know, there's a delicate process there that you can actually adapt some things from the Sentai and still make it original. I mean, hell, I actually liked the Jungle Fury episode of Megaforce. Well, that was freaking brilliant.
To be fair, that wasn't him. He wrote the Samurai one, but even that one wasn't that bad.
Well, I was talking about
the Samurai
acting,
one was good too.
I was talking about
acting.
But,
Yeah,
you know,
you get my point. You get my point. We're looking at him as a writer, and he wrote the Samurai crossover episode. Not terrible. Wasn't the greatest, but it certainly was a lot better than most of this shit.
It did its purpose.
Yeah.
Or here's an idea. How about giving Eddie Gazillion another chance? I would love to see him get another chance at a Power Ranger show.
Hell, you want to do a lot more original stuff and have it a lot more interesting? Get fucking Emmett Bomick in there, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Anyway, bottom line for me for this episode, the thumb is in the middle, but it's pointing up.
I like this episode despite its flaws. Thumbs up. Despite the tangent we just went on. That was more about the show, not this episode in particular.
That was rant mode. That was rant mode right there.
For me, it's just straight middle. Like, I really don't have either. Like, there's good and there's bad. I'm not going to say it's a complete shit episode because there was a lot of good to it, but there's a lot of bad that's just seeping in from past episodes as well that I just can't ignore.
I think what it is, it's good episode, but badly placed in the timeline.
Yeah.
Right lesson, wrong time.
In a way, yeah. In a way. Well, let's see what you guys have to say about it. Matty, hit the button.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your comments of the week. You can send them in the link provided in the twitch.tv/RVT Entertainment page down below. Of course, typing in the chat, !recap. Link will be popped up and when you type that into the chat room. Rules are on the screens, opinions only. No news, full summaries. There's more rules I have on my cue card now, I think. Yeah. I'm gonna let you finish that.
All right, fair enough. There, hey, you know what? Credit where you do. You didn't fuck up.
Yeah,
you didn't fuck up until that point, so you're good. But yeah, no news or full summaries. Toku questions only. No more than 2 to 3 questions per comment. No versus questions or expectations/want-to-sees. 1 comment per person. Keep your comments as brief as possible. And remember that all comments are due by the start of the live show, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Matty, would you like to start us off here tonight?
Yeah, Tokumania is gonna kick us off. Yes, sir. Tokumania, running wild. Yeah. Hey guys, Tokumania here, and again, this episode wasn't that bad. It was a pretty decent Calvin episode, and I like the moral of how you shouldn't give up on school. It was pretty realistic, but I don't think that Calvin having a hard time on school would have been an interesting arc for him as opposed to just a relationship with Haley.
I think it's more, don't you think? That whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, but don't you think? Yeah.
Agreed. I think that would have made a little bit more sense.
Yeah. I liked how Mick teaching Calvin the moral of the day had a pretty neat delivery, given that they were fixing the lines, but when he said stayed in school and graduated. I think, did the Ryans forget that Mick was a slave on Galvin Axe's ship?
Continuity!
Space high school. Come on, guys. Space high school.
Space high school. And, they forgot that Brody was a slave for 10 years, so it's believable. Anyways, despite how realistic the moral was, it's weird on how it juxtaposes to Victor and Monty this week, where Victor gets electric superpowers. It's very cartoonish. Not gonna lie, I think that Sven character could have been interesting and build up towards the next season, but too bad he's another throwaway character. Final rating, 3 out of 5.
Yeah. Again, who was watching Ernest Goes to Jail when they wrote that scene? Because not only do they have the floor buffer that goes up the wall, drags him up that, like Ernest, because he's the night janitor, but then later he gets electro powers. Don't ask me how, but I'm just like, wow. Just ripped everything from Jim Varney's cold dead hands, why don't you? And I thought Tyler Perry was doing that.
Oh.
Yeah, I said it.
Yeah. Question time and Kamen Rider G.O. How do you feel when the writers get erased from history due to other writers' creation?
I'd feel less sad about it if I didn't know the ending. Come on, guys. How many years have we been doing this? The ending is just going to be one big reset button. Everything's going to go back to normal.
Come on. You guys know how
the Rangers get their powers back in Gokaiger. Bill basically created a brand new world with no E-Vault. The ending's just one giant reset button, guys. Come on, we've done this before.
Seriously.
You know what? I'll be shocked and amazed and be laughing my ass off if it's an actual literal reset button right there.
Yeah, a big red easy button from Staples.
Right.
I will give it an instant S ranking if that's what it is.
I don't know if I'll give it an S ranking, but I'll laugh my ass off.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Question number 2. How did you get into Toku?
Well, for me, it's thanks to Easy over here, because I was already, I'd kind of known a thing or two, but I didn't really get into it. And then this big lug over here, this guy over here, to convince me to watch Double, and, well, the rest is history.
Well, my work here is done.
What do you mean your work here is done? You didn't do anything.
Didn't I? I've told this story so many times. You want to go first, Matty?
I could tell mine. It's a little more. It's a little fresher. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I've told mine.
For me, it was. Mine was in high school. I was at my father's office. He had his own business at the time, and he had the internet connection there, and we didn't at home. So I'm literally screwing around trying to look for video clip for real media clips on the internet. Yeah, real media, by the way.
God.
Yeah.
Wow. That lets you know how old we are.
That's
God.
How old we are. Anyway. And there's this website which is it's defunct years ago, a decade almost ago, called supersentai.com, and I'm like, and there's that. And then there's another website called japanhero.com. And Power Rangers in Japan? And then you read up, it's mind blown. And of course, my first glimpses of Kamen Rider Kuga. Been in love ever since. And then when I was able to, download episodes and actually watch some episodes, maybe not full series, but some episodes, locked in right there. Go ahead.
Yeah, I found out about it in college. I was getting back into Power Rangers after a lengthy hiatus. I got back in around the Disney era because I stopped watching it for a few years. Then I saw some Japanese students talking about something, and I saw this really old clip. I think it was Go Ranger. I can't be sure. And so I started thinking, I always heard the Power Rangers came from Japan. So looked it up on the internet. Found clips on YouTube, and the rest, as they say, is history.
Actually, funny story. Even before all of this, when I was a kid, I actually did have one exposure to Super Sentai out of a video game magazine, funny enough. I believe it was Electronic Gaming Monthly. Had a small little blurb about Power Rangers, and they actually talked about its origins in Super Sentai. They talked about its connections to Jew Ranger, and even mentioned the rivalry between Geki and Barai. And I didn't think anything of it at the time. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. I'd love to check that out someday.
How strange how life works.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Then again, I think I was always kind of destined to be a Toku guy because I grew up watching Godzilla movies, and I'll never forget the first Toku I ever watched when I was very, very young. One that will be well. I don't want to give too much away, but something I'll be discussing in the near future, or will be discussing in the near future. A little Toku show that you can actually see on Comic now, Johnny Sacco and his flying robot. Because I used to watch that. It was on this local channel in Houston, and it was just like when I saw that, I didn't think much of it when I was a kid because I was just Dad just stuck me in front of the TV while he was out with his biker buddies, and I just watched whatever was on. And I think that was my first real exposure. And I don't want to say it was destiny, but I think it was kind of a foregone conclusion then that it was going to come back to haunt me, or it was going to come back to be in my life. It's kind of that rite of passage. It's kind of like how James Hallis shows that clip when AVGN shows that clip when he was a kid playing with the Nintendo. It kind of feels like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's always been part of my life. I just never knew it.
All right, well, question number 3. What is your favorite rider or Sentai henshin sound?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Good one. Good strong closer right there.
Yeah. Honestly, I've always felt that I've always believed in the whole KISS philosophy. Keep it simple, stupid. And that's one of the bigger problems with some of the later Toku series, especially in Kamen Rider, where they have these overly elaborate henshin sounds that take like freaking 10 seconds to freaking finish when it should really only take maybe 2 or 3. I mean, obviously my go-to would be double, but even double is a little long. I'd say a good solid 5 seconds for that because you've got Cyclone Joka and then the whole musical cue. But, compared to today, like even X8 is guilty of this. It takes forever. So I'd say anything double or before is pretty solid. Ours is not bad either, though, but still.
I'm more of a fan of old school sound effects, like when they would have something gleam, it would have that sound. It's kind of like that. I can't really put it into words. If I had the sound effects, I'd play them. They're stuck on my folder somewhere on my desktop. I'm not going to dig for them right now, but those old sound effects, those locking into place sound effects, those mecha sounds that they would have during fights, stuff like that. It's those little touches that I think really cemented my love for Toku, especially when I started watching old school Sentai, particularly Live Man, and I just fell in love with it. Especially those sounds they would have when they rotoscoped their transformation. Like you would have that little I don't want to say stick figure. Yeah, that thing, and it has that little stick figure of, but it's rotoscoped before the Live Man transform.
Polygon figure.
That's it. Yeah, it's all rotoscoped like that, and I'm just like, holy shit, that is cool. And it's just like that's what they had to work with back then, and I'm just like, I think that's what sold me. So yeah, I like old school sound effects. I think that's why I use them in my show more than newer ones.
Anyway,
for me, honestly, I can't think of. I'm gonna have to say I can't think of one. Also, I wanted to mention that Wednesday, or at the time of the show, it was yesterday. It was my birthday. He says.
Oh, was it, Yen? Well, then I think I know what I've got to do. I wish I had thought of that sooner, but Tokumania, this one's for you, buddy.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Omedetou! Subarashi!
There you go.
All right, that being said, that's it for Tokumania. And next up, if I'm allowed to click it, yes, I am. It is Solar Star.
Solar Star here, and let's just get this over with. Wheel of morality, turn, turn, turn. Tell us the lesson the kiddies must learn about the real world. And the moral of today's story is, no matter how good you are, nobody is ever going to hire you right off the bat just by watching you fix a car. To be a mechanic, you need to go to trade school and get certified. Thank you! Most employers prefer high school graduates and often encourage you to finish school. What did I say earlier? Huh? What did I say?
Yep. I mean, we wish it was that simple. That back in the days, well, back when our dads, when they had to go get a job, a man was good as his word and a handshake. But now you got to go through all the proper channels, the paperwork, the background checks, and the blah, 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 blah. I wish it was that simple to get a job because I'd be out of the rat race like that.
Yeah, and seriously, and for good reason too, because in this day and age, and how Sue happy everybody is, if you're not certified and you fuck things up for that mechanic company's gonna be in some deep shit. So yeah, they have to be careful.
And don't get me started on the whole HR thing. They don't let you get away with that anymore.
No, they do not.
Just like the old days when our parents were working. You could get away with it back then, but not anymore.
Amen to that. Anyway, this episode gets 3 spark plugs out of 5. Come on, Calvin. Fixing a car and fixing a mech are 2 completely different things.
Did you just make a Bob Holly reference?
No.
Oh my.
I don't think that's what I was going for, but
I was thinking it too.
Sorry, it's just the first thing that popped into my head.
I can't blame you there, but still, I don't think that was what his intention was. Anyway, Live Fire Sword getting shot down like that was pretty pathetic. As for that secret agent guy trying to recruit Victor, that look behind you, Gad, was really pathetic at an attempt at cheap laughs. Can't say
yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah. Anyway, question. Do you find any of Victor and Monty's antics, or when they get humiliated by someone else, even remotely amusing? Maybe it's just me, but I can't even crack a smile at any of that.
When it's not their fault, yes, I get a chuckle out of it because again, it's refreshing. Like that one stuck-up bitch who wanted Victor to buy her all that stuff. Again, an oldie but a goodie, hashtag Victor and Monty did nothing wrong there. Victor was just trying to impress a girl. I mean, we've all done stupid shit to impress women before.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So when I wouldn't say when they get their comeuppance, but when they actually try to do something good for once and it pays off, or in most cases, it fails miserably, I'd crack a smile. But yeah. And nothing makes me laugh. Also, it doesn't help that faux Bulk and Skull theme always plays around them. No,
Yeah. Hashtag fuck Num Canale.
Mm-hmm.
If there's one thing I hope Hasbro does change is that they get his ass out of there next season. Anyway, that is it for Solar Star. Next up, 8X Spider.
All right, give me a second to actually get myself situated because Firefox crashed on me for a second.
Oh, shit.
There we go. I got it. No big deal. Hey, guys, it's 8X once again. I'm going to sum up the Legacy Wars mini-movie in one way possible. Oh, my God, this is the greatest mini-movie I've ever seen in my life. As for this episode, I'm going to give it a B-. I think Calvin redeemed himself by fixing the Lion Zord and given the chance to use the Lion Fire armor. I hope the other Rangers get to use the armor, but I doubt it because the season is almost over.
Doubtful.
Yeah. But I'm excited for Beast Morphers next year, and since the villain is a Cobra, I may as well use this joke for the hell of it. Cobra. Am I saying it? Am I saying that joke right?
Are you trying to
get the feeling I'm not getting that joke
there?
right?
Cobra!
If it's Cobra La, aka the movie version, then yeah, it's Cobra. La 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 la. Yeah, it's a stupid as it sounds.
It's okay. Fair enough. Anyways, and if you excuse me, I'm about to pre-order Ant-Man and the Wasp on Blu-ray and figure out what the title of Avengers 4 is going to be. I'm still thinking it's entitled Avengers Annihilation. Anyway, see you guys later. Ninja Vanish!
Ant-Man and Wasp was good, but it needs more Luis. Then again, everything
Yes,
does.
it does. It indeed does. Next up, Red Rob.
Hey, recappers! No worries, guys. I'm still making memes because I've got more to showcase. It's coming. You'll see, but I'll be super busy with college. Anyway, here's my result for car troubles. I'm okay with the double deal in this episode. The first was Victor Monty having to save the city with the electricity, and of course, I saw the obvious James Bond reference. Yeah, so did half the show. They pretty much spelled it out for you anyway. Also, that ending made me laugh my alley off. Second is Calvin's development, and yeah, I know the message has been done already, but this was good. Not bad, yet good. So I got this episode a 9 out of 10 spark plugs. And here we go again.
Sensing a pattern here.
Yeah, you noticed that too, huh? Yeah. Anyway, that's it for me. May the power protect you, so see ya! And with that, we move on to Ranger fan Nathan.
I should have gone with the spark plug, the Bob spark plug Holly promo for the Stinger. Had I known. Anyway,
Hindsight's always 20/20, Matty. Moving on.
Yeah. I'm still okay with the Stinger that I got this week, but still. Okay, I'm sorry, Ranger fan Nathan says, but I'm calling this Feising bullshit out on this entire episode.
Whoa.
Yeah, let me go ahead and just shum up his thoughts already.
I'll take bull for 200.
Okay, then.
Yeah, I love that button. Never go wrong with Penn Jillette, ladies and gentlemen. What are you doing, Ninja Steel? You take on one of the longest running TV tropes and can't even get that right. First off, there's no way Calvin will be offered a full-time mechanics job without a high school education and something of unequal value. Second, they could have made it so much better if that guy would have told Calvin, sorry, man, but you need to finish school first. But if you want to keep this job, third, Calvin, buddy, I would have understood if you wanted to be a professional mechanic like a racing team. But come on, dream bigger. Just to play an old mechanic.
Also, wouldn't that guy have gone to jail for hiring a minor? Pretty sure that would have been a huge security risk. Or just like, when it comes time to fill out the paperwork, what do you put down? Do you falsify it? Because that's grounds for incarceration.
Anyway.
When Mick tells you something is dumb, you should listen to him, he says. Preston, I like you, I really do, but the only real use of no pain, no gain, really during the obligatory training montage. Also, am I the only one who admit that misses seeing a training montage?
No.
You're not alone.
No, but I don't see Ron Wasserman coming back anytime soon, so that would defeat the purpose.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, let's just say this. If with the way the writing's been lately, if they did a training montage, I think Spoonie would have the right response.
They fucked that up too!
Yeah.
Anyway.
Plus, is it me, or does this episode feel exactly like the previous one, but done worse? The only credit I will give this episode is that they did ignore the fact that the future star was blasted away and actually showed the villains finding it. 1.5 out of 5.
Ow.
No, I don't think. No, I think he likes it. I think he liked the episode, boys. I don't know. What do you think? Wow.
Hey, we don't all have to agree. That's why it's called a community, not a conformity.
Yep.
Exactly.
Question excluding the Neo Saban seasons because of them character development is because to them character development is an afterthought in Time Force, because I believe most people agree that it had good character development. Which season of Power Rangers do you believe had the best character development?
Ooh.
I'm going to exclude MMPR because they had three
I was going to say the same thing. Yeah, I was going to say MMPR gets a yeah, they had 3+ years, and Zeo and Turbo to some extent too for the same reason. I'm
gonna throw a wild card out there. I'm gonna go with Lost Galaxy. Leo had some of the best character development I've seen because he had big shoes to fill. Even when Mike came back from the dead, he was like, this saber belongs to you, brother. I don't deserve it and stuff like that. And, Leo became a real badass. I mean, he went from a joking stowaway to well, for lack of a better term, into a badass red leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone had character moments. Kendricks and Carone.
Holy shit.
Kendricks, Carone, Maya had an arc of her own.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, she plucked from her home planet, her home.
That fight she had with.
I was going to say Lost Galaxy myself because of that, actually.
Yeah.
Well, I'll throw the wild card out here then. Here's one that the one that sticks out to me the most for whatever reason, SPD.
Yeah.
SPD had some really good character development.
I can agree with that.
I mean, take out the fucking ball of light bullshit, but all the other Rangers had really good development over the season. Everyone got a chance to shine. The relationship between Sky and Jack was really good. Sky himself had some great development throughout the series. I'd say he was the breakout character in that series more than Jack was.
Indeed. Yep.
So, yeah.
That's it for Ranger fan Nathan. Next up, it's our buddy Zeltrax Millennium.
All right, so Zeltrax, let's be honest with ourselves. This was actually the most real Ninja Steel has ever gotten. Who ever thought we'd have an episode where a Ranger actually drops out of school to pursue a passion they have besides Ranger duties? Thankfully, it's Mick to the rescue to basically remind Calvin, don't be an idiot, stay in school.
Thank you.
That is very true. I will agree with that. Hell, Calvin was the MVP of this episode, actually kind of earning the epic morph with the Lion Fires. Hell, no bullshit with the Prism to give it to him this time and helping fix the Lion Fire Zord too. I think
he's got a point. Did not think about that.
Not disagreeing with him. I think the last time we got the insides of a Zord was ironically Super Mega Force with that bullshit Emma Quick Change cosplay montage that made no fucking sense, no matter how much you thought about it. He's not wrong.
Wow.
He's not wrong.
Oh my God, he's right.
And this is where me and Zeltrax definitely agree. Also, Zordon's probably spitting in his grave right now with how Brody used the Lion Fire Zord against an ungrown monster. What was rule number 2? Oh yeah, never escalate a fight unless your enemy forces you to.
Yeah, not only did he escalate, he freaking tried to curb stomp that monster with a mech.
It didn't even work.
Yeah, and an ungrown monster took it down with one shot. See that? That's karma. That's karma fucking with you.
Exactly.
Yep.
Those rules weren't just there for the sense of morality. They have a purpose. Anyway. I will also say it's bullshit how Voltpeed shot the Zord down with one shot, but given how easily the original Thunder Zords were taken down multiple times in Season 2, I'm not that shocked.
Fair enough.
Okay, I cannot be the only one who noticed that Mick's decompressor was a kit-bashed Mega Blade and Ranger Key cylinder. Oh!
Aha!
Hey!
Good eye. See? Good eye. See, I knew if anyone was going to point that out, it'd be Zeltrax.
That's him for you. Also, Agent Sven is actually Adam Gardenier, a.k.a. Cam Door, Dino Thunder White's clone, and ironically, Sledge in the flesh.
Wow!
Ooh.
No wonder he looks so creepy. Seriously, no wonder he looked like Agent Smith from Deadpool.
And you were asking about the mechanic. Well, Zeltrex has got you there too. You called this. Yeah, kind of neat how they used him here. And even Joe the mechanic was Wigger from Jungle Fury.
See, Zeltrex is why we keep you around, buddy.
Heck, I even chuckled when Redbot responded to Sarah about the loss of power. It's kind of weird, but I think we started hitting endgame with this episode. I could be wrong, but you never know.
Well, at least they're doing something.
Yeah, right. I give this episode a B+. It honestly was a good one for me. I know I mentioned this on Twitter, but my reviews are making a comeback. I'll have more to say when the video is finished and uploaded to Vimeo because all together now, #screw YouTube.
Let me know when you're back, buddy. We'll start posting those to the Toku Time website.
Indeed, indeed. Anyway, that's it for Zeltrex. Next up is Keith Inman.
Hey guys, sorry I didn't send a comment last week. I felt tapped out of material and needed to recharge. Hey, no big deal. I'm back and ready to give a few thoughts.
All right, before we go any further, I'm going to comment on this. Guys, I've said this before and I will say it again. You are under no obligation. You do not need to apologize if you miss a week. Trust me, while we are always grateful to have you sending comments, we're not going to be angry if you miss a week. So don't apologize. All right? You don't need to do that. Anyway.
We're just glad someone listens to this crap.
Right, exactly. Anyway, go ahead, Matty.
Anyway, Victor's electric powers. Well, for the first time I'm in this series, Victor actually did something right, and all I could say is enjoy it now because next week it's back to crap when it comes to this character.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
That and the truly sad thing about him is getting those powers is that the way he got the electric powers is the most believable. It's more believable than the way Jamie Foxx got his in the second Amazing Spider-Man movie.
Oh!
Wow.
Taking a shot at the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
Damn.
Too sweet, bro. I hate those movies.
Hit that Macho Man's button because that was a little on the savage side. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Funny story. I actually watched that movie on the way back from Morphicon one year. Fell asleep during it. Can't imagine why.
Why fire a late Yellow Ranger? Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in this franchise, a Yellow Ranger gets to use the battleizer, and like the Victor comment of, most likely to be the last time. Goddamn, the show loves to waste its potential.
Oh, that reminds me. We're near the end of the series. What have we not seen yet?
A good plot line.
Well, besides that, they introduced something last week and have never brought out its true power. They made that special sword. What was it supposed to do again?
Oh my God, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
I'm willing to bet they are not even going to show that. They are skipping the Sombrero Rangers. They're not even going to bring out that form.
And Jordy Weber Instagrammed about it. I don't know if that's a confirmation or not, but I'm with you. I'm willing to bet they don't even use it. I'll be shocked otherwise.
Anyway.
Yeah. Question for all. Do you guys felt like these episodes, while not all that good, are something a small improvement over the episodes of the first half of this super season? Define improvement.
Yeah,
define
exactly.
improvement.
I want to say yes, but really, the more I look at it, the more I'm like, not really.
Super seasons in general, and John brought this up earlier, have always been a bit dodgy. Like, there are some good moments, but overall, it usually ends up being a big mess. I mean, I think we all remember the mess that Dino Supercharge left, and we were excited for that season because it had potential. They were bringing in Heckle and Snide, and we all thought, oh, okay, this is going to be interesting and stuff like that. But then they pulled that ending.
Yeah.
Let's not even get started on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's it for Keith. And next up, it's our buddy DL Abot.
Yeah, which means you better prep your quizzing phone, though. We only have one thing tonight. We do not have a full riddles tonight. Anyway, hey there, everyone.
You have the timer, by the way?
Huh?
You have the timer?
I've got the timer.
Good.
Anyway, hey there, everybody. Well, I've got good news and bad news. Bad news is I won't be able to make it to tonight's recap, nor have I seen the latest episodes. Working out at the gym is a bitch. Understandable. But the good news is I can at least give you guys something to whet your appetites. A keyword puzzle, thanks to 700 Gale. So it is time for a keyword puzzle! Alright, folks. So it's anything goes, obviously. And I'm willing to bet nobody's gonna get this. I'm calling it right now. Nobody's getting this.
Ooh.
I am making the call right now. If anyone gets this, I will legit be surprised.
Congratulations, you'll get a no prize.
All right, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Keyword, counterpart, sacrifice, redemption.
Talk it out.
Talk it out. Throw whatever answers you can.
Take a shot in the dark. You never know.
I'll see you. Yeah, but here
we're not. I'm gonna say it right now, gentlemen. We're not Pat Sajak.
Nope.
I'm trying to give them some incentive for a change.
Go outside the box on this one, otherwise you're not gonna have a chance.
Yeah. Have to be a little more specific than that, JC.
Yeah, we ain't gonna let that slide. Counterpart, sacrifice, redemption. Let's see if you guys
better hurry.
Nope, nothing yet.
Nope. Just throw a name out there. You got a line fish, just yell it out. Clock's ticking.
Time's almost up. Ladies and gentlemen, time is up. None of you were even close. You were all a mile away. The correct, and Apollo Z-Hack will be so disappointed in you. The correct answer, Batra from Godzilla. Oh.
This is why I need to review more kaiju movies.
And I said nobody was even going to get close to this. And I
called it.
Yep.
Oh. Should have thought outside the box. Like I said to think outside the box. And none of you even came close. Oh, JC throwing it back at me. Congratulations. You get a no prize, Shades. Ha. No, I get a badge of honor there, fucker.
Oh.
Anyway. Now then. If you're dealing with a bug that drains power from cars, well, you're shaking hands with danger.
It feels so weird to do it to hear from this side, I'm telling you. So weird.
Well, at least we can all hear it now in clear crystal quality, which I'm sure our fans appreciate, because that's probably the first time they've heard it live.
Probably, yeah.
Anyway, Matty, hit the music so we can wrap this up.
Those were your comments of the week. Exclamation point recap is what you type in the chat. Of course, Link is, of course, on the bottom of the page here on our twitch.tv channel. John, tell them about the rest of the stuff and things.
I'd be glad to, my friend. Remember the rules, folks. Opinions only, no news or full summaries. Toku questions only. No more than 2 to 3 questions per comment. No versus questions or expectation/want-to-sees. 1 comment per person. Keep your comments as brief as possible, roughly around 350 words or less. And remember that all comments are due by the start of the live show, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anyway, that is going to do it for us here today. If you guys want to know what's happening this week here on RVTV, the link to the schedule is currently in the chat. And, of course, if you want to look it up yourself outside the stream, you can use !schedule in the Twitch chat to pull that up for yourself. But with that, and of course, if you enjoyed tonight's show and you haven't done so already, make sure you give us a follow to keep up with all our streams and more. And if you can, subscribe to get access to our exclusive Twitch emotes and our VIP Discord channels. And with that, it is time for us to say goodbye. Thank you guys for joining us here on the Ranger Recap. Easy, do you have any card jokes for us here tonight?
Indeed, I do.
Then send us home.
Well, that's going to do it for the Ranger Recap this week. Until next time, I'm Easy Rider reminding you that Confucius say, man who runs behind car get exhausted, but man who runs in front of car will get tired.
I get it!
Did you guys hear the one about... You guys hear the one about this guy who was swerving all over the road? A cop pulls him over, and he's swerving on the road. He's drunk driving. And the man's cop pulls him over and says, "Sir, are you drunk?" He says, yes, sir. I've had one too many to drink. And the cop says, "Sir, do you know your wife fell out of the car about a mile back there?" And the man driving the drunk driver says, "Oh, thank God, officer. I thought I'd gone deaf." Man crashed his new expensive car into a tree.
Yeah.
Tree joke. Man crashed his expensive car into a tree. Now he knows how the Mercedes bends. Two police officers. Cop joke. 2 police officers crashed their car into a tree. After a moment of silence, one of them says, "Wow, that's the fastest we've ever gotten to an accident site." When is a car not a car?
I don't know.
When is a car not a car, Easy?
When it turns into a driveway.
God damn it.
I'm Easy Rider reminding you that the fan sub will never die. We are your Ranger Recappers. We will see you next week. And as always, help control the Ranger population. Steal your ninjas as soon as possible. And as always, may the power protect you. We'll see you.
Special thanks to Eric Vaughn for their Patreon donations. Donate today so you can keep these streams going. Also, thanks to Easy's patrons, including Chris Lee, Chris Rolls, Michael Antignano, Stephen Harris, Galen Hanna, Alonzo Tompkins, Anthony Guidman, Matthew Goling Long, Dino, and super shout out to Eric Vaughn and Shane Thompson for their support.
I'd love to give you that. A new car!
A few minutes later.
And you did it! You've won the car and he's gone. Well, look at him. Look at him. He's hugging his car. He's hugging his car. Congratulations. Hugging me. And good luck with your search for employment in the future. He's doing his famous victory dance. Congratulations. Showcase Showdown coming up.